So, you guys, this next song, One Yes at a Time, is the beginning of our final volume, Volume 4. And this song was written in a time that was pretty intense as a church family. I had a very dear brother, and he was going through a hard time in his walk. Actually, it's really cool because the girl who sings the song, Sarah, it's her husband, who was going through a really hard time, and you know, we all go through those things, where our faith gets shaken. And this brother, him and I went out for coffee because he had really just kind of walked away from the Lord. We went out for coffee, and I just was kind of asking him, like, what's going on in your heart? Because I know that you kind of are like walking away. You're just like being done with God. But to me, I know that there's so much in you that there's got to be a yes. Like, there's got to be, even if it's a small yes, there's got to be something in you that is like knowing that God is still who he says he is. And he sat there across the table looking at me. I'm pretty sure he wanted to punch me. And actually, afterward, I found out that he did kind of want to punch me. But that's because there was a nerve there that we were hitting. And the reality was there was something left inside of him. And all he had to do was decide in his heart that at that moment, or whenever he was ready to go, to say yes to God. Like, maybe even if it's just like, yes, I know that you're there. Like, that's a beginning, right? And then that yes, God takes and he gives you the grace for the next yes, which is, yes, I know that you love me. Okay, and then he takes that yes and he says, okay, now you're able to say, yes, I know that you love me and I know that I want to be with you. And these like little yeses start to accumulate, and before we know it, really, there were so many people praying for this brother. And I mean, to see their family, going through what they were going through is so hard. But to see my brother, whom I love so much, get completely restored back to the faith through these series of yeses in his life, and then eventually like becoming a leader in our church and serving the Lord and doing great, amazing things now. I mean, how awesome is that? And it all comes down to that first yes. And so Sarah is singing this song, and I have asked her to sing it because I know it's going to be a special heart connection for her, because it's about her family and their story. And so I just pray that wherever you are, that you can give God your yes. And I promise you that the blessing that comes from obedience will be so, so worth it.
Everything begins to change.